What's up guys, my name is Roman Gonzalez and today we are going to be comparing the Godox SL60W with the Neewer NL480. Okay, so I have no other light except for like this window coming in over here, but you can barely see. I got the Godox light on the right, the Neewer light on the left, and let's go ahead and turn them on and see what it's looking like. So got the Godox light on. I'm going to turn it all the way down to 10%. So here we are at 10%. You watched my last breakdown of the Godox SL60W. It stays at 1 daylight temperature, so I can't change the color temperature, but here's at the lowest, 10%. And I can bump it all the way up, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So at 100, as you can see, it is very bright, very blown out. If I were to bring it down to about where it needs to be to, have a decent light, it's at all the way back down to 10%. So this is a very bright light, the Godox SL60W. I use this light primarily when I am trying to cover a larger space. So let's go ahead and flip on the Neewer light, see how that looks. Boom. So very bright. I can turn the brightness down. If we turn it down, that's all the way at 0. Bright, 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 bright. So very bright as well, but a little bit more concentrated. It doesn't have the big box to really like spread out the light super evenly, but the brightness is definitely there, man. It really packs a lot of punch in this little LED panel. Another cool thing too is that you can also change the color temperature. Go all the way into orange. I'll lower the brightness there for you, but so you can see the color. There's the orange down into the blue, so it goes from the bluish light all the way to the orange light. So it's nice being able to change the color temperature like that. It's really nice also being able to have these batteries on them. The Godox doesn't have batteries, so let me go ahead and bring you over to my desk so we can talk about this a little bit better. I bought this light first. I believe this 2-pack of lights retails at $143, while this single light retails at $134. So a little bit of a price difference. Let's go ahead and get right into it, the pros and cons. So I'm not going to go super in depth because I just dropped a video last week going super in depth about this light specifically. But the Godox SL60W, it is a cord powered light, so you cannot hook batteries up to it. You have to plug it straight into an outlet. It goes extremely bright. I actually have one overhead lighting me right overhead, as well as a fill light. I have the Neewer light set up to the side of me. The main things to note with this light are that yes, it is very bright. It can cover a wide space. You can put a softbox over it. You can get a nice big light source, bright light source, soft light source. You can have control over that way. You cannot control the temperature. It stays at 1 temperature, so that's kind of a con for me. Like I said, it doesn't have a battery hookup, so it's not super portable, and it is pretty heavy duty, definitely significantly heavier than this one as far as size and weight goes. But overall, it's a great light. It has its place. The times that you'll see me using this light are when it's in a controlled environment. When I'm able to have a steady energy source, I can plug it in, I can set it there. That's when you're gonna see me using this light. I'm not gonna be moving it around set super often. It's normally gonna stay in one place for photos or for interviews. That's what I'm using this light for. And then I use these LED lights as well to kind of maybe fill in on other areas, maybe throw a hair light, something like that. I bought 2 Godox SL60W lights maybe about 10 months ago. I got those, and I'd say like 2 to 3 years ago I bought these Neewer lights. They're awesome. They've lasted me the whole time. Super affordable. Like I said, the 2-pack is $140, so super affordable. Both of these lights and the accessories I use on them are linked in the description. So if on the Godox, you can put a softbox over it, or you can put a can over it, but you have to buy a separate housing if you want to do filters. And I go over how I accessorize and use gel filters in my last video, going over the Godox light and accessories. As far as this light, it comes in this little bag, right? And so what I did is I cut the filters to fit in the bag with the light, so that way I don't have to keep them separate. They were hard to, you know, keep safe in a separate bag, so I put that in there. And as you can see, I can hold the batteries, the battery charger, the cord, the clamps, the light, and the light gels in these little bags. So that's like super duper clutch. The portability when it comes to this light compared to the Godox is unmatched. It's just way lighter, way less equipment, way less setup time. And so what I do in order to get the filters on this is I don't need to put any extra housing on it. I just grab one of these filters, and all this stuff is linked below, like I said. And I just go ahead and clamp one of these on there. And boom, now I have dope filtered light. I'll throw it on this light in front of me so you guys can see how the effect will look. Boom. Just gave me a little bit of a red tint. I like the way it looks. I'm digging it. I'll leave it there. That's the basic pros and cons. You know, this guy can tilt up, tilt down. You can lock it in place right here with these sidebars. So really both awesome, affordable lights. Great for beginners, great for if you're just starting out. Affordable, you know, you're able to get that quality, get that lighting, get these lighting features without really breaking the bank and coming out of pocket $1,000+. It's a few $100 for each of these lights. Definitely recommend it. And like I said, you know, a lot of times you'll see me out shooting run and gun videos by myself. I might have an assistant. I might be completely by myself. In that case, I'm most likely going to go with these because I can move them from place to place. I don't have to break them down and put them in the bag. I can just kind of like close them up and carry them as is. It's a lot easier than having to use this. But if I'm on like a more professional set, or just a set where I'm going to be there for an extended period of time, more likely for interviews or for things of that sort, I'm going to use my Godox SL60W. So I hope that gives you some good insight to you know, these different lights. They're very different lights. They're both LED lights. This one is a panel, this one is a spotlight, but they're both really great for the price. I enjoy using both of them. I find myself, you know, opting to use the Neewer lights a little bit more often, just because I do so much run and gun and so much like solo work. It's a little bit easier for me, but maybe not for you. Maybe what you're trying to get into is more corporate work, and the Godox lights are going to be just fine. Even though it is a little bit more expensive to get 2 of the Godox lights versus getting 2 of these. If you're looking to save a couple bucks and you know, you don't want to spend twice as much pretty much to get 2 sets of the Godox lights, definitely go with the Neewer lights. You won't regret it. It's really hard to regret. The batteries last forever. I found a set of batteries lasting me on those lights like 2, 3, 4, maybe even into 5 music video shoots. You know, I tend to shoot them pretty quick, but yeah, I really like it. So the cool thing about these Neewer lights is that they're not only battery powered, you can also plug them in. So you have that option as well if you're running low on battery life and you know you got to plug them in. Or if you don't have a place to plug them in, then you can just go ahead and use your batteries. That's all I got for you, man. I love these lights. I highly recommend them. Again, they're all linked in the description. The links below are affiliate links, so it does help me out if you guys click on it. If you guys buy the product, if you decide to buy the product, I do get a kickback, very small percentage. Make sure you guys smack that like button for me. It really helps me out so more people can see my videos and we can continue to grow this community. Hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already, and I will catch you next time. Peace.